Hello, YouTubers. This is Mr. Boss here. What's up? So, today I'm going to be reading an employment contract from this company that I'm going to be working with. It's called Amazon. You might have heard of it, but I'm actually going to be working with them either starting on July 21st or on July 26th. I am not sure if they want me to come in on July 21st for training purposes. I believe that it is a paid training, but I'm not completely sure. I am really excited to see what they want me to do. If they're going to be mean or what's going to happen, but I have a right to express my own opinion. I have freedom of speech, and I have the right to read contracts aloud because this is in the public domain. In the contract, it expressively talks about copyright infringement, and it talks about certain things that I have to read about when it comes to my employment with them. And certain people have told me, oh, it doesn't matter. You don't really have to read the contract, it's just a formality. However, this is very serious stuff, and I thought I should make a YouTube video to explain to certain people the importance of reading a contract, and that is going to be the title of my video today. I am making two separate videos. I have already read the contract earlier. Um, well, the first part of it, because it's a really long contract. It's, a lot of legal things are in it, and it's very important that I read it because if I decided that, say, I wanted to take a company job and I wanted, like, say, after I went to the community college, that I was like, wow, Amazon is an amazing company and they want me to work as an executive or project manager and get a cushy job that pays a lot of money. I could decide to do that, and I you know could work there for a living if I wanted to, say, because at the end of the day I need to pay the bills. But I'm getting this job, and obviously I won't tell them this, they don't need to know this. Temporary. It's a temporary job because I feel like it's a great job. It pays really well. It's a $15 an hour job, and I work 8 hours a day for 5 days a week. I mean, I'm gonna be making a lot of money, and I am going to the community college. I'm gonna start working in the morning, and then through the afternoon. My job is in Rockford, and so I could go from the college to the job pretty easily, and then come home at the end of the day, go to sleep, and then go back to the college at the next day, and the next day. And obviously, that doesn't really leave me a lot of time to do much else, but at the end of the day, I need to work, and I need money. Honestly, I really do, and I am really hoping. I am um, really hoping that this is a great job, that this is an amazing job, and that I love going back to work there. I was working at another company called UPS, and this company is obviously a bigger company. I don't know if that means that they're better or if they're worse. I try not to think a lot about that moving forward. But today I'm going to be reading 9 minutes of the contract. This is an 11-minute video that I'm making right now. And and it's just going to be me reading the contract so that this is a 20-minute long YouTube video that I'm making. I haven't made YouTube videos in a really long time. I believe the last time was at the beginning of June. I think it's been over a month since I've made YouTube videos. It's not something that I particularly enjoy doing, but I do it so that hopefully one of my videos gets a lot of popularity, and then I could use some ads to make some money from this. I've heard a lot of YouTubers have been very successful in animation and in entertainment on YouTube, and honestly, I'd really like to become one of those guys, but I want a real job. I want something that's like a real career kind of job like this, where it's simple. I just go to a place, I do the job, I get paid, and then I get to go and live happily ever after because people want my money. That's how it is. I need money. It makes the world go round. I need a place to live. I need food to eat. I need water to drink. I need a place to rest my head. And obviously that doesn't fall from trees. You have to work for that stuff. That's how society works. Nothing in this world is free, in all honesty. I know that, and anyone who doesn't understand that isn't twit. You have to work for these things. I know that this is the land of opportunity. However, that's the way it is. The only reason that I'm still alive right now is because my parents work, and because I live with them. And I'm 19 years old. I'm a 19-year-old man. Okay, and I'm living with my mom and dad. Like probably most YouTubers are. So I guess I'm not that uncommon, I would say, but I'm trying to change that. Hopefully by the time I turn 22, I can live on my own. But I'll try to live here as long as I can. I'll try to make as much money as I can to give myself a head start, give myself some cushion for the pushing, so that, well, obviously, my landlord and the grocery stores and the college that I'm going to be going to, I didn't realize this at first, but colleges actually ask for your tuition right away, right before you go into college. And so this, it gives me more of a reason to want to work with Amazon. And they weren't so much worried about, well, why I wanted to work there. All they cared about was that I'm an employee and that I wanted to work there. And so here we are. I thought I should get into the importance of reading contracts. There are all kinds of contracts that you should read. Very, very important contracts. One is a transaction agreement. Like, say, if you wanted to sell a house, my mom and dad, we just moved in here less than 2 years ago. And we had this house in another city. And they've been trying to sell the house. Well, trying is a strong word. They rented the house out for a year and a half. Well, I was living here, and so they couldn't sell the house, and then eventually the tenant wanted to leave, and then they finally put the house up for sale, and it was immediately sold. And so, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this YouTube video. I hope that it doesn't get me sued by the company. But I'm doing this for my right as an American citizen, and I will fight for my rights. I will fight for my right to speak up against people that make me agree to rules that are unfair, I would say. And I know what society is really like, and I'm standing up for people who don't understand. Anyway, guys, really hope that you enjoy my next video. Please leave a thumbs up in the comments and ring the bell if you are new, so that I know that you're supporting me as a YouTuber. Yeah, so without further ado, let's read this contract here. This confidentiality and intervention agreement is made by and between Amazon.com Inc., a Delaware corporation, and John Dugan, employee. Recites: A. Employee enters into this agreement in connection with employer's acceptance of employment with Amazon.com Inc. or its subsidiary or affiliate, and any future employment with Amazon.com Inc. or another of its subsidiaries or affiliates. As used in this agreement, Amazon means Amazon.com Inc., and any entity that controls is controlled by or is under common control with Amazon.com Inc., including without limitation its subsidiaries and affiliates. Employers' continued employment with employer is expressly conditioned on employees' good faith agreement to comply with this agreement. Agreements. In consideration of the above recitals, which are incorporated herein, the promises and covenants below, and other valuable consideration, the receipt and adequacy of which is acknowledged, the parties agree as follows. Term. This agreement, including sections 3, 4, and 5, contains obligations that apply during employees' employment and for specific periods after the date employees' employment ends, regardless of the reason for separation or whether it was voluntary or involuntary. Attention and effort. During employment, employees will devote employees' time, ability, attention, and effort to furthering Amazon's best interests, and will consult and comply with Amazon outside activities policy for employees' business or division as it pertains to engaging in outside work. Employee will obtain, receive, or gain access to confidential information in connection with employees' work for Amazon. During employment and at all times thereafter, employee will hold all confidential information in strictest confidence and will not acquire, use, publish, disclose, or communicate any confidential information except as required in connection with employees' work without the prior written approval of an authorized office of Amazon. For purposes of this agreement, confidential information means proprietary or confidential information of Amazon in whatever form, tangible or intangible, whether or not marked or otherwise designated as confidential, that is otherwise generally known to the public, relating or pertaining to Amazon's business, projects, products, customers, suppliers, inventions, or trade secrets, including but not limited to business and financial information, Amazon techniques, technology, practices, operations, and methods of conducting business. Information technology systems and operations, algorithms, software, and other computer code, published and unpublished know-how, whether patented or unpatented, information concerning the identities of Amazon's business partners. and clients or potential business partners and clients. Including names, addresses, and contact information, customer information, including prices, buying history and habits, needs, and the methods of fulfilling those needs, supplier names, addresses, and pricing and Amazon pricing policies, marketing strategies, research projects or developments, products, legal affairs, and future plans relating to any aspect of Amazon's present or anticipated business. Nothing in this agreement prohibits non-supervisory employees' communication about their own or their co-workers' wages, hours, or working conditions. Prevention of unauthorized release of confidential information. Employee will take reasonable measures to prevent unauthorized persons or identities from obtaining, receiving, or gaining access to any confidential information in employee's possession or control. That's actually what it says here. See, this is why you have to read the contract. This is why you have to read it, because you don't know what you're signing, you don't know what you're agreeing to, and this right here is proof of that. I probably would have said something that was supposed to be confidential and I wouldn't have known. Employee will take reasonable measures to prevent, Nothing prohibits employee from reporting an event that he or she reasonably believes is a legal violation to a law enforcement agency, or from cooperating in an agency investigation. Employee acknowledges that he or she has received notice under the 2016 Defend Trade Secrets Act. First, that he or she will not be held criminally or civilly liable under federal or state's trade secret law for disclosing a trade secret either in confidence to a federal, state, or local government official, or to an attorney for the purpose of reporting or investigating a suspected legal violation, or under seal in a lawsuit or other court proceeding. And second, that an individual who pursues a lawsuit for unlawful retaliation against his or her employer for reporting a suspected legal violation may disclose the trade secret to his or her attorney and use the trade secret information in the court proceeding, provided any document containing the trade secret is filed under seal and is not disclosed unless permitted by court order. It's a really long contract, so there's a lot of things that could be in that contract that I don't know about and I'm signing. In the United States, if you sign a contract, it does not matter if you read the contract or not. You signed the contract. You agreed to the terms. It's like when my parents decided to sell the house. They signed a contract with this other person, this lady who agreed to buy the house, and they're closing it with the contracts to the deed, and my parents agree that they want the property in their possession. And this is a very serious contract as well. I'm signing this electronically, but it doesn't matter if it's electronically or if it's a pen and paper, because this goes directly to Amazon. They know this is my email address. They know this is my identity. I've given them all of my information. I've given them my social security number. I've given them a driver's license number for employment purposes. And they know that it's me. And that's how it works in the United States. You can't mess around with these people. You really can't. And these people, they won't mess around with you. You gotta be really tough about it. It's like when you're at a car dealership, you gotta be really, really tough with them. And they won't get you. Alright, so let me continue reading this. A long contract here.